They say you're only young once, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for forever. They say you're only young once, but we live for it, we live for it, we live for forever.
Hi there, hey there, hello there guys. I'm checking in with you today. It is a Sunday for us. Already with the I'm really going to work on that. I make that vow. But I just wanted to check in with you. I'm going to be doing another What I Eat in a Day. It is quite late now. It's almost 9 p.m. We've been going all day. Tonight I'm going to be making what we call it is Mexican chicken. Basically, it's it's chicken breast seasoned up, and I'm going to do it in the air fryer. So I haven't done it in the air fryer before, but I'm going to make it in the air fryer. And then I take some vegetables, you know, just onions and green pepper and maybe some mushrooms. I saute that in a little bit of oil with some not fajita seasoning, with like oregano and salt and pepper. It's kind of like what Keto does. If you ever have a Keto in your area, that's what they use to make their vegetables with. And then I also have some Mexican dipping cheese, and it's actually quite low in carbs. So I'm going to use that and make that our dinner tonight. I'm not sure exactly what my macros are going to look like, but it is going to be a 1 meal a day. So I may actually make another mug cake. I know the one that I made yesterday was kind of a mess, but like I said, I'm going to keep it real with you guys, so I am going to include that in my video. And I know I said I was going to show you me eating it, but the phone actually died. So I had to go put it on the charger, so I didn't get to show you. But it was absolutely delicious. I think there's a few things that I'm going to try to change, incorporating some more almond milk into it. I'm going to try to record it and show you the process, so we'll see how it works tonight. But it is such a great recipe. And I also have some baker's chocolate, and I'm thinking about trying to do the baker's chocolate instead of the cocoa powder. Cocoa powder has kind of a bitter taste, and I was still tasting that throughout the cake, and I'm wondering if melding the baker's chocolate with a little bit of coconut oil, you know, or some Truvia or something like that would kind of give it more of a chocolatey flavor. So I'm going to take you along with me, and we'll see what happens. But I will show you my chicken when it comes out, and then my finished product, and then also my mug cake. Guys, so happy that you're here with me again for another installment of What I Eat in a Day. Oh, and woohoo, down 5 pounds more. So this way of eating is definitely working in the 1 meal a day, even though some days I've missed that. I find that it really works for me. I haven't had any coffee today. I've already had some water, so I'll probably end up having some coffee too, just because, you know, without drinking pop and stuff for caffeine. But I'm going to go ahead and get off here and start cooking, and I will show you guys my product. So I will see you later. Guys, so I'm back, and I'm doing a revision on the mug cake that I made yesterday. One of the things that I did notice with it is that it wasn't as sweet as I liked it to be. So first things off, I'm going to actually start with 2 packets of the Truvia. Sorry if you hear my cat in the background meowing. They're wanting food. I'm not doing it. But I'm starting with 2 packets of Truvia. I'm going to go ahead and do my egg. Okay, and then we're going to do as normal. I said earlier in my intro that I was thinking about doing it with baker's chocolate, but I decided against that because I didn't feel like really doing that this time. I didn't want to run the hassle of melding it and everything. So I'm just going to go with my coconut flour again. So far I got 2 packets of Truvia. I got 1 egg. And I'm going to do 1, let's see, I'm actually kind of wanting a bigger mug cake today, I do believe. So I'm going back for the 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, and that's only 2 grams of carbs. 60 calories, so it's really low. So I'll do that. Let's see. Last time I put some salt. Just a little. Okay, and I'm going to do double-sided. Going to do a tablespoon of the cocoa powder. Hopefully that one extra packet of Truvia will really make the difference in it and make it not as bitter. Because that was like the major thing that I was having a problem with, is it was extremely bitter. Like really bitter. And we're going to do the same half teaspoon of baking powder that I did yesterday. Just going to see what the difference in this is by doing it this way as opposed to the 1 tablespoon. I'm serious, guys. After I ate that one cake last night, I was so wanting more. I mean, I just didn't feel like it was giving me what I needed. But I'm going to go ahead and do 1 full teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to do, I did 3 yesterday of the almond milk. And I'm thinking, since I did the extra tablespoon of coconut flour, I'm probably going to do 4 tablespoons of the almond milk. One, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll whisk this together and see what kind of concoction I come up with today. I'm sure it's going to be good though. I'm not going to do the same thing that I did yesterday with that cocoa powder. I had it everywhere when I got done. Isn't it amazing how different you look when you just do some makeup? I was looking at this one compared to the last one that I did, and I was like really shocked. I was like, man, I can't believe you actually filmed and you look that bad. But as I said before, I'm just keeping it real, so I didn't take it out. I've already explained a little bit about what happened in the intro video. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this together and stick it in a mug. And then I'm going to make the same cream cheese frosting that I made last time. But I'm going to wait till the cake is cooler, because last time it actually melted into the cake. I mean, it was really good, but yeah, so that's going to be a really good cake batter mix here. And I'll just put it into a mug. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I will show you guys the finished product. Also, I'm going to be making some Mexican chicken. And let's just see. It tastes a lot better with the extra Truvia. And I know, oh no, raw egg, but it'll be alright. It's just a taste. So I'll go ahead and get this done, and I will be back with you guys later. Hey guys, just checking in with you. Mud cake is out of the microwave. Just wanted to show you real quick. That ain't too attractive there. Woohoo! So that's the one I just made. I'm going to let it cool down before I frost it this time, but that really looks good. I'm so very excited. Okay, I'll check in with you guys later. Hey guys, I just thought I'd show you how I do my chicken too. Nothing fancy here. It's just on a styrofoam plate because I don't feel like getting out a cutting board. But what I'm going to do is, this is just frozen chicken breast that I actually put in the freezer last night. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cut it into chunks. And I'm going to season it up after I have it cut. So I'll show you what I put in my seasoning. But I used to use like the fajita packets, and I used to do all that. And it really is like all kinds of unnecessary carbs. Like, I mean, you don't need it. So they use just the stuff to basically make the seasoning stay on the chicken or beef or whatever it is that you're using. So I don't use those anymore. I just came up with my own recipe, and I know that seasoning some of it can get dangerous, especially when you're dealing with the onion powder, garlic powder situation. I've been trying to cut back on that, so I'm not using that as much as I used to. But I'm making this for me and my husband, so he's really hungry, so he asked me to fix 3 pieces of chicken breast. So that is what I'm doing. It's still a little bit frozen, not too much, but just a little bit. But I find that it's easier to cut when it's frozen. So I'm just going to do it frozen. I don't think all of it's going to fit in the air fryer the first time, so I might have to make this in separate batches. But air fryer is a wonderful invention. I'm just telling you, whoever came up with that needs to be seriously paid. Well, I'm sure they're probably getting seriously paid anyway. But it makes life so much easier, especially when you want to do stuff like this and you don't want to spend all your time at the stove. And I know you guys are probably wondering too, I do sit down while I'm doing this. I have a hip issue. I have a disintegrating hip joint. It's something that I was born with, and at one point the only way I was really getting around was by a wheelchair. So, but after losing a lot of weight, it's giving me back my mobility and back my freedom a lot more. But I still, when I have to cook and stuff, I will go ahead and sit down. Plus, it makes it recording the video a lot easier because let's just say that the camera is in a not so flattering spot. It shows the belly that I'm still working on losing, plus the chest that I'm working on losing. So I'd rather not, you know, the video just be pointed there all the time. And I just want a piece of chicken in the floor. So I'll get that later. Well, I'll get my husband to get it actually. But you guys won't see that. So I've got this chicken cut up, and I've been putting it into a bowl. And I'll go ahead and do my seasoning. And I'll show you guys what I put in it. I'm going to go wash my hands though before I do anything else, and then I will be back. I'm back with my chicken, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you. You don't have to pay attention to my face, but this is my bowl of chicken. What I'm going to do here is I am going to put some olive oil on it, because the air fryer you don't have to have any kind of oil, but oil makes the seasoning stick, so I want to do that. And I don't pre-measure any of this stuff, just so you know. But what I use is I do use oregano. I use crushed red pepper. My husband kind of likes things a little on the spicier side, so I tend to do it a little bit spicier for him. And salt. Sorry. That kind of got to me a little bit. Woo. Salt, and then I got some black pepper. Okay, and then here's where, no, cumin. Cumin's good too. Cumin don't have nothing in it. Okay, and it never comes out of these little dispensers. I don't understand why. So I usually just eyeball it. I like cumin because cumin's really what gives you the flavor. So add a lot of cumin. Again, I don't measure it out. Okay, and then here's where we start getting into the nitty gritty. Chili powder. I know that there's stuff in chili powder. I don't really count it because most of this, especially with the air fryer, it kind of cooks off anyway and you don't end up eating it. But chili powder, I use a little bit of that. And then these are the ones that everyone's kind of concerned about, and that's your garlic powder. So I just do a little. And your onion powder. And that's got that all over me. Because I know that the onion powder and the garlic powder can be high in carbs. I think it's like 7 grams of carbs or something per tablespoon. So, but after you do that, mix it all together. As a Headbanger's Kitchen guy would say, you give it a good mix. So we're going to give it a good mix. I don't know if you guys watch him. He's kind of funny. I like watching him. I told him he should start titling his videos a good mix, because everything he says is like, and give it a good mix. So I kind of like him. But anyway, I got the chicken going here. and it looks pretty well coated. So what I'm going to do, I have my air fryer pan, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show you all this because the phone's actually sitting in the air fryer, if you want to know. So I have it turned off, but I'm going to go ahead and pour the chicken in. It looks like I should be able to get it all in one thing. So I got that in the air fryer. I have to put that to wash. So let me just show you. I'm not very good at this angle, but anyway, that is the chicken in the air fryer. So let me go ahead here and see. Ooh, sorry, fingers. Let me see exactly what I got to put it on. Okay, guys, so looking at that, it says it needs to be 360 for 10 to 15 minutes is what it says. I don't like cooking chicken like that because I just don't trust it. But I do know you're supposed to add 3 minutes onto it if you're starting it with a cold air fryer. So I went ahead and just put it up to 23 minutes. And in my air fryer, it's going to cook at 360 degrees. So while it's doing this, I'm going to go ahead and get my vegetables ready. I'm not going to show you those because the only thing you do is you just cut them up. I have an onion and a bell pepper, and I have some mushrooms. And I'm just going to mix those with salt, pepper, and oregano. That's the only thing that goes in those, with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just going to saute those till they get done. And then I'll make my cheese sauce, which I'll show you that too. But I'm going to go ahead and get off here right now and start cutting up the vegetables. Bye. Hey there, guys. This is my chicken that I made in the air fryer. And there's some bell pepper and onion and mushrooms under there, and that's a little bit of the Mexican cheese. I didn't show you guys how I made that because it was just it was a very, very quick process. You basically just buy a whole cube of the Mexican melting dipping cheese, and I put some heavy whipping cream in it. So that's going to do it for my meal. I already got my mug cake made. I made my frosting. I'm just letting it harden up, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Bye. Hey, guys. So this is my chocolate mug cake. I went ahead and put the frosting on it. I'm going to go ahead and eat it. I just got finished with my dinner, which was amazing, by the way. But anyway, that is going to do it for the end of my eating for today. I will see you guys later. And until then, keto on. Bye.
Young ones,